Hello, all you Amber thinkers. Today I'm going to teach you how to make your own custom watermark using your name or any word that you might want to use to mark your photos for your blog and your card making. We're going to start by, we're going to be making something just like this, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. So to start, we're in Photoshop today. You're going to need three main tools. When you go to Window, if they're not already up on your screen, you can pull them up. Today we'll be using Layers. Make sure there's a check mark there or click next to Layers, Options, and Tools. Here's your Layers menu. Your Options bar is on top. It runs left to right along the top of your Photoshop. And your toolbar is like this. Sometimes it's long and skinny, but today I've made it short and fat so that you can see it in this little itty bitty YouTube screen. Okay, so we're going to be working with a black and white color palette today. You're going to click the letter D as in dog on your keyboard. What that's going to do is give you a black color in the front and a white color in the back on your color swatches. You want the reverse. So, oops, that just popped up. You want the reverse. So what you're going to do is, see these little boomerang arrows right here? You're going to click on them and that will switch your foreground and background color. Now we have white on the front, black on the back, and we're ready to make our custom watermark. Go to File, New, type Watermark in the name box, and change your preset to Custom. Make sure that both your width and your height are set to inches, and then change these to be 5 by 5. We're going to keep the resolution at 300, and we're going to change the background content to background color. Once you have all these things set and matchy-matchy to go with the ones I have on my screen, click OK. Now you're going to have a black box that will pop up, ready to have a watermark put in it. I'm going to say View, Print Size to make it a bit smaller so you can all see it at home. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click T on our keyboard if you want to use hotkeys, or click the letter T here on your toolbar, which looks pretty fancy and is that you can type on your document. Once that's selected, click anywhere on your black stage. This cursor is way too big right now and yours might be too small, so change it up here where it says a number PT. That's point. Change it to 24. That's a good manageable size to get started. I want to start my first layer on my watermark with the word Amberbop, which is what I blog with and what I go by on the web. I'm going to click and highlight it the way I would on any Word document, and I'm going to change the font up here where it says Font Family, or it doesn't say that, but that's what that is. Click in that box, and using your up and down arrows on your keyboard, scroll through your fonts until you find one that you like. I happen to really like this one. I suggest picking a really chubby and fatty font for this first layer so you have something that's going to look pretty when it's see-through on your computer screen and on your photos. I'm going to change the size. This is way too small. I'm going to highlight the 24 and change it to 100. Depending on your font, that could be way too big or way too small. Go ahead and fiddle around with it until you have something that you think looks right, and then click on your Move tool, or V as in Victor on your keyboard. It will do the same thing. You're going to get a little arrow with a little plus sign. Click on the word that you just typed and drag it so it's center stage. That's about the right size for me, so I'm gonna keep it at 100. Once you get it to the right size, you're going to come over here on your Layers palette to where it says Opacity. Highlight the number 100 and instead type in 40. That's going to make your font see-through, and it will look gray because it's a white font on a black background, and now you can see through it, so there's some color mixing going on. Next, click on your Type tool again. Far away from your font so you don't accidentally edit it. Click on the keyboard. Click on your stage again. That's going to be huge because you just set it to 100. Change it back to 24, and type in whatever you want for your top layer. I want mine to have my full name. Oh, not Amber, Amber Alvarez. Now I'm going to highlight it with my cursor just the way you would in any Word document. Once you've got the hang of that and it's highlighted, come back up to your font size, your font families. Scroll up and down until you find the perfect font. I like this one a lot because it's scrolly and pretty, and I think that it makes a really nice top layer. Now change the size so that it's larger. I'm going to try this at 60. It might be way too big, but I can always change it. I'm going to click on my Move tool again, or V as in Victor on my keyboard, and I'm going to move it down so it overlaps my base font using the up and down arrows and side to side arrows on my keyboard. I'm going to make sure that it fits perfectly over the font I've already laid down. Once I love it and I think it's perfect, I'm going to use my layer palette, holding down the Shift key on my keyboard. I'm going to click on the layer that isn't blue, which means it's not being highlighted. So click on it to highlight it. Now they're both blue. Don't include the last layer because you really don't want to. And now come over here to this little downward facing arrow at the top of your layers palette. It's teeny tiny. Click on it and a menu is going to pop up. Come down here and click on Merge Layers. That's going to make sure that this font looks the same on every computer it's viewed on. It's going to make it not editable, and it's going to give you a really great copyright. You've made it now, and you're done. So now what you need to do is save it. Go to File, Save As. We're going to save this as a TIFF. So watermark.tif. Make sure the format is set to TIFF2 by just clicking here and scrolling down until you have it. Click Save. Since I already have a font I made before, I'm just going to click Yes. Make sure this is set to none and keep all your defaults the same. Just click OK. It's going to tell you that including layers will increase file size, but this is a teeny tiny file and you want multiple layers. So just click OK. And you've saved your watermark. It's ready for you to go, and you can close it and have it ready to go the next time you want to blog a photo. Thanks for watching this. This is our first video at Amber Ink, and we're really glad to have you along. I can't wait to see what you make.